Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Monday after Rustival weekend. Yeah, as you can see on my Friday waffle, we didn't go. We didn't get to go. Well, we sort of started out and then we hit a problem. Yeah, alternator not charging. I killed two batteries. Well, we got as far as Wrexham from in North Wales. And we had to turn around with the second battery so I could get back up here. And that literally died just before we got here. So, yeah. So hard to find these and look at a couple of replacements, but I thought, do you know what, let's have a look at it, strip it down, see what's going on. Might even be able to repair it, who knows. So right, let's get on with it. Whatever you do, whoever you are, go anywhere, cause it's your kind of car. The Vauxhall Chevette is whatever you want it to be. A sporty coupe, a family saloon, a handy estate, so now you call the tune. The Vauxhall Chevette is whatever you want it to be. Right guys, first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the diode, make sure that the continuity and everything on that is okay. So I'm going to put this down to continuity, and we have to find the main feed to the battery, which gives you the charge to the battery, which is that one there. So ground, we'll scratch on the top. Now it's quite a high reading, that 1560. I'll just put it back on again. Yep. Ooh, starts at 800, then jumps up. Now this meter is not the best, I know it isn't, and it's got a low battery. But right, let's see if the diode is good by reversing it. We should get nothing, which we do. Strange. So yeah, so it's showing that the diode is working, but that is a high reading. From what I've read, it should be between 5 and 800, and that's like 1558. So okay, right, okay, we got that bit out of the way. Right, we'll test the diode and everything again once we've got it all stripped down. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get it all apart, and we get spreading all the parts out so we can see what we've got. Have a look at the state of the actual alternator inside, the bearings and everything, and see what we can do. Right guys, as you've just seen of the pan over all the parts, blown all apart now. We've got a good selection of cleaners, contact cleaner, some Vaseline, whatever. Brush cleaners, just sandpaper, wet and dry sandpaper. So a good selection of stuff to clean. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do is, there's the diode. I hope you can see that. Now, when the diode was attached to the regulator, that's where it would sit, and we were contacting there and then to the actual case, which acts as the ground, we were getting quite a high reading, and I wondered why. Further investigation, like I say, I'm no auto electrician, I'm not anything, to be honest. But because it's a 3-pin, so if I now take the trusted old, no, there we go, and we do what we did before. So obviously the earth, we touch one, well within range, just the middle one, well within range, and the outer one, well within range. And then if we do the opposite again, like we did before, to make sure that it's not letting the current back through the other way. There you go, so that's fine. Middle one, fine. And that one again. As I say, I'm only doing that test off what I've read up on, and that diode's okay. So I haven't got a problem there. Right. Right, so we can leave that for a minute. Now, what I'm going to do is just show you the condition of a few of the items. They're the bushes. Yeah, they've got some wear, but I've seen a lot worse. Yeah, we could replace them, but I think a good clean for now, just to see if we can get the alternators to work. If the alternator does work, it's not much problem for me to re-strip it down and stick some new bushes in. But for now, I just want to see if we can get it working. I can hear you all shouting, "But you've got it apart, do it now, change the bearings, do it now." Yes, no. All this video is about is to see whether we can get it to work. If we can get it to work, then I probably would do a proper full refurb on it, but at the moment I don't want to buy any parts for it until I can see whether it's working or not. Right guys, I've given everything a gentle clean. I don't want to give it too much of a scrub. Stator, I've checked over it again, make sure I can't see any damaged wires anywhere, and just give it as much of a clean as I can. The same with the rotor and the slip rings, and I'll give them even more of a clean before I put them back in a minute. They were very, very rusty, so it is only the one connection needed, where I've cleaned up both, and the 3 posts for the diode. Same with these, they're all done. Now I have got some Vaseline, and I am going to put some Vaseline on all of these just to give them a bit of protection. The bushes, I give them a clean, as I showed you. Now I'll put them back in the carrier with the straw there, which is holding it all together. So when it goes back in here, I can just pull the straw out through this little hole here, and releases the bushes. So yeah, I haven't cleaned cases because if I'm going to do a proper reconditioning, these would be soaked overnight. So there's no point doing those for this little experiment anyway. So right, I think it's time to cue some more music, and I'm going to start assembling. There you go guys, all back together. So I've just got a couple of cleaning of the connectors actually on the car. I need to give them a good clean, then I can get this back on back on the car. Let's see if, you know, giving it a clean, there's made any difference to it. So we'll be back very shortly. Okay guys, alternator's back in, as you can see down there. I've cleaned all the connectors and everything up to the back, so they're all clean. I've even put a new battery in this, because that was reading incorrect, the battery, because the battery was low. So now let's just test what the battery's on at the moment. There you go, 12.5. Okay, right, so that the way, start her up. Right, hopefully you can see that. So we've gone down 0.2. Okay, I'm just going to wedge that in there in a minute. How will that work? Give it a rev. Right, as you can see there, very little fluctuation. Yeah, so guys, we get a little fluctuation, not enough to charge the battery properly. So as I just said, I think definitely it's the bushes. So yeah, we could put new bushes in it and it could work. Great, brilliant. But then it might not, because if the bushes are worn, the slip rings were quite worn as well, so that could be another cause as well. I did do an ohms test on that off screen, and they're supposed to be, if they're less than 2.8 ohms, it means that they're now good, in between the two. And it was getting a reading of about 4 with my meter with the low battery, and we know that was throwing the numbers out a little bit. So possibly that was reading probably about right. But so what will we do next? What do we do? Well, as we speak, I've got a new alternator winging its way to me. So yeah, I need Oddy to be reliable because I'm using him as my daily now. So I'm going to whack a new alternator on. I'm going to keep the old one, and I think in a future episode we may try and do a complete refurb on it. So yeah, so that's where we are. As soon as the new one comes, I'll do a quick video on that, putting the new one in, and show the difference on charge and everything. So yeah, that's it on this one, folks. See you on the next one.